Now, yesterday, Nio finished the day trading at $7.68, which simply means, or definitely means, that Nio is trading in its 52-week low territory, because its 52-week low is on the screen. It's $7.60. Now, this, ladies and gents, it is bringing or making a lot of retail investors to panic, because yeah, the way I'm seeing the trending topics on Twitter, I mean, yesterday Nio was one of the trending topics due to the fact that, of course, it hit the 52-week low, which is, like I said, resulting in a lot of retail investors, of course, putting out their thoughts out there about it, saying that it has done it at most best, and they are tending to forget what's coming. They're tending to forget the strong fundamentals that Nio has, and that is the fundamentals of Nio transitioning from their NT 1.0 cars into NT 2.0 cars. They are forgetting all that, and that, ladies and gents, in my personal opinion, it is definitely going to be the one thing that turn around these whole things, or brings a turnaround onto the Nio's share price. Because, ladies and gents, those cars, ladies and gents, are expected to bring or boost the Nio deliveries, and I cannot wait to see the kind of deliveries that Nio will produce from their new NT 2.0 cars. I know already there are models, or NT2 models, that Nio is already selling, like the Nio EL7, ES7, the Nio ET5, and the Nio, of course, ET7. So those models are already NT 2.0 cars. But what I think is happening on Nio is that there is a lot of hesitation, probably from the consumers, who are waiting for the new models that Nio is expected to start, of course, with the deliveries from mid, of course, May. Because mid-May, you will know that Nio plans to start with the delivery of the EC7, and of course, we are expecting also Nio to start with the deliveries of the ES6, which is the most beautiful, which is one of the most beautiful SUVs that Nio is currently selling, and that might be the cheapest SUV, which it is expected to do very well. So I personally believe that, obviously, the low demand in deliveries, the low numbers in terms of the sales that Nio is generating on a month to month, might be due to the fact that a lot of consumers are expecting, of course, or are waiting for the new models that Nio will be starting to sell from mid-May. But obviously, something that should definitely motivate you or gives you courage onto the Nio stock, it's what the big financial institutions, what the big fishes are doing. Because, ladies and gents, as seen on the screen, you'll notice that they still hold, or they are still steady, or they still remain where they were on average onto the Nio stock. So their sentiment around this Nio stock has not changed, which is why you, as seen on the screen, you can notice that the holdings, or those big institutions, are still holding the Nio stock. They are not panicking, like what, of course, we've seen in retail or on retail investors. They remain bullish, which is something that must motivate you to also probably remain bullish, stay long and strong to the Nio stock. But before we forget, the house rules, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. And I would really appreciate if you can just hit the like button if you are enjoying the content that I'm giving you about the Nio stock hitting the 52-week low, and the panic that we are seeing, of course, in the streets of social media, where people are panicking. Some are saying they are selling because they don't think this stock will recover. Well, me, ever since June of 2020, I've never found myself selling a Nio stock. It's the very first time I started buying this stock. I mean, right now on Nio, I have almost 2,000 shares, and I don't plan to trim nor sell the Nio shares, because I still believe in this company. I still believe in that. I still believe that Nio is in a transition period, and the reason why you are seeing Leodo thrashing deliveries is because companies like Leodo have transitioned into new models, meaning that the kind of models or the kind of cars that Leodo is selling, it is their latest models. This is the reason why, of course, we are seeing a low, of course, or less deliveries. But I can promise you that I believe, I know that once Nio start to sell, of course, an entire fleet consists once Neo's entire fleet consists of the NT 2.0 cars, we are definitely going to see the share price of Nio recovering. We are definitely going to see Nio delivering or reporting some good sales when it comes to the deliveries they report on a month to month. For now, probably in April, chances are very high that Nio will not even get to 10,000 deliveries. That is a showcase because that's what we've been seeing, in fact, from the NEV insurance registrations that comes on a week to week. I mean, this week Nio reported, or we read that of course they reported 2,000 NEV insurance registration for the previous week. Last week it was 700, that other week it was over 1,300. So that shows you or tells you that Nio obviously won't be able to deliver 10,000 vehicles for this month. Yes, I know that there are 3 NT 2.0 cars, like of course the ET7, the ET5 and the EL7, but guys, one thing that to me currently makes sense is that probably most people or most consumers are patiently waiting for Nio to start selling their latest cars. Those are the cars they're patiently waiting for, because the Shanghai Auto Show is one of the things that showed us that Nio has got a lot of attraction. There are a lot of people that really like the Nio cars, which is why if you are in the streets of Twitter and you follow Nio, you will notice that there is a lot of the retail investors who were at the auto show that were sharing sneak peeks on a day-to-day of the kind of heavy traffic that was on a Nio space in the Shanghai Auto Show. That shows you that Nio is still a company that is still attracting a lot of consumers, a company that is still expected to do very well because people like its technology, people like its cars as they are quite a beauty. These are premium cars, and not only does Nio offer premium cars, they also offer premium services. I mean, at the Shanghai Auto Show, you will notice that there were also sneak peeks of people or Chinese consumers or those that were attending the auto show in a queue wanting to buy Nio coffees, Nio drinks, which is something that of course those that own the Nio cars, they will know for sure that this is something that you get of course at the Nio house delivery centers. These are some of the services you get if you are of course a Nio a user or client, which is what makes Nio to stand out from most EV competitors. This is one of the things, and like I told you, or like I've been saying, one of the things that will make Nio to win is their battery swapping station technology, which entails their users or those that buy to the Nio cars to go and swap the battery in their car in less than 30 minutes, and that is of course in the third generation swapping station, which Nio is currently deploying at this moment. So yes, I know that right now the share price of Nio might be of course not motivating to most of the retail investors, but I still believe that this is a company which is expected to do very well because of the kind of cars they sell, because of the technology they have, because of the sub-brands which they are still expecting to launch next year in 2024, which will be way cheaper than the Nio's current existing model. And the good thing about the sub-brand is that they will also be eligible for battery swapping station. So they will also have their own battery swapping station where they will allow those that buy their sub brands to go into a battery swap station and change their battery or swap the battery in their car in few minutes. So yes, I know right now to the retail investor, Nio might be that stock that is making a lot of retail investors maybe to panic, some going to an extent where they are probably even selling their stocks. But I can tell you now, I remain bullish, long and strong, and the big financial institutions, as seen on the screen, they still remain bullish, long and strong, which is why we are not seeing them of course selling like what we are experiencing, or panicking maybe and seeing the number of ownerships dropping due to the sharp falls. They still believe in this company, and I believe that this is a good sign to make us to also calm down as retail investors and probably take the low trading price as an opportunity to load the boat. Yes, I know April, May deliveries might not look that good, but I still believe that in the Q2 Nio will deliver more deliveries than the deliveries of Q1. I still believe in that, and I still believe that Nio can still get to the target of delivering over or around 250,000 vehicles for the year 2024. 23. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos. And if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me. And I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you load the boat, increase your holdings or panic sell your Nio holdings, please do your own due diligence so that at least you can be comfortable when you are investing onto this Nio stock. Otherwise, I remain bullish and I still believe in this stock. And one thing, and I've told you a couple of times, that the quarter that will be a decider for me, it's Q3, because I know in Q3 Nio would have launched all of their new fleet and they will be selling them, which is one thing that will make me to judge if Nio is really a good company or not. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.